in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. And if you don't know, now you know. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Used to raw G's, Lucy Beach, it's the freak. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Funk master flex love. And if you don't know, now you know. Star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a trick, same number, same hood. It's all good. It was all a dream.
Watch this.
And if you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. All in they trust. All in they trust. All in dangerous. Ain't too many for the us. Operational fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Dangerous. All in dangerous. All in dangerous. No furious, no furious. Ain't too many kids bang with us. Operational fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run?
What up, Bandidos? We're live. It's Friday, May 2nd. Curving the weekend. God, when does Cinco de Mayo land? That must be Tuesday? Is that right? Cinco de Mayo's on Monday. Wow, look at that. All right, tequila, people. Tequila, break it out. Hope you got a nice stash waiting for you for some nice cold margaritas. Margarita Monday is on Cinco de Mayo. What? It's a double holiday. What a week, man. What a week. And things are still rolling out. It is hot in the gaming market. 2025 is going to be so fucking good. Starting this summer, really. And going forward, it's going to be crazy, man. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping up. I have my list rolling, and it just keeps fucking growing. Did you guys see the Borderlands release? New updated trailer with showing basically 30 minutes of fucking gameplay? Holy shit. That game was, I was like, I mean, I've known it's been coming for a long time. And I was like, yeah, Borderlands looks really interesting. It's looked interesting to me for some time, I'm going to say. And then the series made for TV made it a little bit more interesting for me. But I was like, nah, it's not really hitting me hard enough to dedicate the time, knowing even with Borderlands 4 coming out. But I watched that in-depth gameplay, and I was like, this game's fucking deep. And I think it's going to drag a lot of people into Borderlands that haven't played Borderlands before. I think this one is specifically designed to do that, to reach beyond the hardcore players, because this is the 4th edition. That's a long time they've been working on this game, right? Releasing titles for it. So, but that it looks great. I mean, it's super fast paced. They got heroes, they got skill trees, they got weapons, and they got crazy modding. They got a lot. It's very similar to the Division 2 that way, because they got brands, like brand sets for their weapons. And then they've implemented a system this season where you can cross brand things. I don't know, that game's looking sick too, by the way. So there's that. We got Doom. We got Ark Raiders, which is looking like it's probably going to be up there as a contender for Game of the Year. I cannot find bad news on that game. I cannot find bad reviews from people who've played it. Now, for people that don't play it, they're just judging it because they don't like PvP, basically, or extractions. So but from those who play it, I mean, all the big guys are playing it, like Jack Frags, Dr. Disrespect played it today. And so I'm watching these people's streams, and and all these other content creators that I respect highly over many years, and they're all playing it. And I cannot find one person that doesn't like it. I mean, they're really trying hard to give it negative feedback, to be fair, but that game's hitting hard from the players too, not just content creators. Like, everybody's loving that game. It's fucking sick. So I think that's going to be one of the games of the year. I don't know, but we'll see. So, it's just going to be a hell of a year. And I'm talking about this because I saw the patch notes, and we're going to go over those. But before we get into that, so what's on the agenda today? We're going to do some 3xXP event stuff, but sort of not really, because I don't really need the XP. And we do have XP farming videos out there. Nothing really new, guys. Just stay to the tried and true. The devs have done a really good job. I know there's people always claiming there's some new, more efficient, just tried and true. Okay. So there's nothing new in the game that really is game changing enough to chase your tail in circles to go find a new XP farm thing. It's tried and true, baby. These guys have done a really good job of neutralizing anything that stands out for good XP. So the XP event and the build, that is your XP farm. And then it's up to you what you want to take on. You can farm by zone, you can do your hostage rescues, or you can do control points. Outside of that, nothing really exists if you're looking for XP. And then if you play with friends, you can really get more XP because of the quantity of things that you're taking on. So, but there's no XP scaling because you're playing in a group. It's not a direct impact to your XP. So we've done that. We've been there. But what we are going to be doing is we're going to take some of those builds that we built. Was that last night? And we're going to put a few of them to the test. Hopefully all of them, if we can, and take them into legendary, because I need some gameplay footage also, so I can continue to make this video and get it out as fast as possible. And then I'm probably going to cut it off there because I got so much editing to do. I got so much work to do. So a couple hours stream, and then I'll probably cut it off there so I can get back to editing. So let's take a look at the patch notes. That's what's next. So let's take a look here. All right, give me a second here. Turn off my air conditioning real quick. It's real muggy today. All right, so these patch notes are coming in on Tuesday. Let me mute that real quick. Okay, cool. So yeah, these are the patch notes for May 6th, which is Tuesday, the day after Cinco de Mayo. So this is year 6, season 3.3. So this has nothing to do with the PTS or anything that we've seen on that side. This is current. But this is what I meant. This is why I was asking those questions or that poll. So I have a poll up right now asking if the Division 2 is feeling the heat, because there's been a lot of game announcements, and I have a feeling it's impacting the player count. But they've probably had their eye on that ahead of time. So good for them. Kudos for that, because we need to keep a strong player base, even beyond the Climax mission. So what also happens is the Climax mission. That's going to happen on Tuesday, and this patch is probably going to activate that along with the final manhunt or scout, which will be week 11. So you're going to be able to complete week 11 scout and then take on the Climax mission if things are in order like they were last season. And then what happens? Well, typically what happens is the player base drops dramatically. Like, boom, it hits the floor. Every season for years, this has been the case. It's the problem with how our seasons work. So once you complete the manhunt, people feel like there's nothing left to do. So they either take a break or they go explore the games, which is, I got to say, a healthy thing to do anyways. So I think, there's nothing really wrong with that. But when you're trying to hold together clans, or, when you do what I do and there's nobody listening, it sucks, right? So we want to keep people interested in the game. They need to do it for revenue reasons. So they're implementing something new here in response to what's going on in the market and in response to what they know what's coming, which is basically a player reaction to not having any more content after the Climax ends. So let's see here. They call it stretch goals, and it's a season pass extension. It's a limited time event. We may see this in future seasons too. So stretch goals is a new limited time feature that extends the season pass beyond tier 100. So tier 100 is the cap. So giving you additional rewards to chase after finishing the main progression. Available from May 6th to May 27th. So even if you complete your season pass in your first week of the brand new season, this new leveling between, what is it, 101 to 110 won't be available for you until they open up the pass extension, which will probably be at the tail end of every season if they keep doing this. All right. So May 6th to May 27th, this event adds a special extra page, page 11, to the Battle Pass with 10 looping reward tiers. I don't know what that means. What's a looping reward tier? Anybody got any guesses on that? Peak corpo speak for sure. Stretch goals. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Looping, we'll have to come back to that because I don't know what that means. Once you reach tier 110, the loop, there we go, restarts at tier 101, letting you keep earning rewards as long as the event is active. I see. So it's farmable. Meaning they'll probably put up basic things like caches in there. That's interesting. Progress is earned through standard season pass XP sources, including journeys, party objectives, weekly projects, everything that you're accustomed to. However, the 5x season XP event only applies up to 100. Progress in stretch goals follows the normal XP rate. Okay. Crafting material. So rewards include, crafting materials and seasonal gear caches. Exclusive vanity items from the Year 6 Season 3 Street Style Collection. Year 6 Season 3 Street Style Collection, including a full outfit kickflip, a Scorpio exotic weapon skin, carapace, and 5 Brooklyn activation arm patches. That's cool. So this is probably the first round, right? And then once you complete the first 10 levels, it's probably just going to be the basic caches after that. Stretch goals is only active during a short window each season. Any unclaimed rewards will be granted automatically the next time you log in. Okay. Cool. So these are other changes. But how do we feel about that? I mean, it's cool. The truth is, just trying to think like as an average player, I don't know if it's like basically a daily login reward system concept because it's running for the full month, right? It's running for the till the end of the season. And so you'd be doing it for crafting materials and seasonal gear caches. So seasonal gear caches, personally, I don't find them that interesting until, after like the first week of the season, you kind of get everything and, but sure, that's fine. You deconstruct it, you get materials. I think the crafting materials part is interesting depending on the quantities we're getting here, because with them shutting down the mules concept, which isn't going to happen until next season, but looking forward, crafting materials will be valuable. As a matter of fact, like I would suggest not claiming these and letting them roll into your stash mailbox. Because they say they will be granted automatically the next time you log in. So I would leave them unclaimed and let them roll in to your stash. That way they don't consume your inventory cache area, whatever we call that. And then when next season starts, you got a banked set of crafting materials. I do that now. So like when we have those mini reward tracks for seasonal events, global events or whatever, I don't pick those up. I don't claim them. I just let them roll in, and then I use them when I have to, which apparently is never. So sometimes I just end up having to open them because I run out of space. So, but yeah, the veterans don't have to play per se. No, but that's my thing is like, it's not veteran newbie thing. I'm talking about like from the perspective of like engagement to keep us in the game for that last 3 to 4 weeks. Because we've always struggled there. So we want something to win. The good news is I'm glad that they pushed the manhunt earlier in the season. So last season we had to wait 16 weeks before we got it, which delayed the exotic. And also you didn't really feel like you had a lot of time to explore that new content, the Climax mission, and you end up jumping right into the next season. So having us finish the Climax a little bit earlier, I think is a good idea. And then what happens, from there, is the exotic going to keep us around? Depends on how hot that exotic is, right? This season, it's a healer backpack, so probably not. A little tinkering, so I'm just thinking about the general player base. So, you'll want something hot here. And, I'm looking at this isolated. There are other events happening. There's the reanimated event, some other stuff, Kenley College event. So those will hopefully, combined with this, give players enough reason to stick around and not abandon their character for 3 weeks. That's what we're talking about. And then, of course, everybody's going to come back for the DLC. So, yeah, the season ends on May 26th, basically. And a new one starts on May 27th. Yeah, they've turned the seasons a long time ago. They turned them from 3-month season to 4-month season to buy them more development time because they're running a small team. So yeah, things get dragged out, and that's part of the problem. So we've had this problem for a long time, and it got worse when they extended the season from 3 to 4 months. All right, let's take a look at the other deal here. So the console input for active modifiers was reverted to press the D-pad up instead of down. Okay, and then they made another change. The console input for inspecting loot was changed to hold the D-pad. So that's a good little fix there. Fixes that issue. Fix the issue in conflict. Nobody cares. Fix the issue with players not receiving season pass XP after completing a countdown run. Descent mode, stock being misaligned on the TAC 50, little things. And correct texture appearing on the Pestilence Exotic. What? Added multiple localization fixes, stability improvements. Cool. They should always put an asterisk at the bottom that says broken armor is still broken. Just so we know. Is now officially a feature. So that's it for the patch notes. I don't know if there's anything else here worth looking at. We can scout, we can skim. In progress, Green Cloud reanimated GE deals corrosive damage to friendly NPCs. This has been here for like 6 years. Hopefully they fix it soon. Sprint stopping has been there for a while. Twitch drops, rewards claimed, but not showing up in game. Wow, still. Golden Bullet, loadouts. This has been here for 10 years. Okay, yeah, that's all we got. Cool. Any questions about that? Too bad. Just kidding. Let's turn on some music. Yeah, so my opinion is I don't think they're doing this patch, season pass extension, in response to the market. I think it's knowing what's coming to the player base, and they can't afford to lose momentum now. You know what I mean? They need to make sure this DLC is a hit. What up, Cat? They need to make sure it's a hit. You know what I mean? So you want to keep the steamboat rolling. Steamboat's steamy wheel rolling down the river, whatever. Anybody from Mississippi? How do you say that shit? What up, Pips? You want to come help me test, Pips? We got some build testing to do. So the first one was, or where we left off was the St. Elmo's build. And again, we're doing these for the Climax mission. Yeah, can't. Other people have said that actually just the other day. They were saying that. The green little flags, even though you don't have scavenge skills on. Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. Somebody mentioned that they think they had an idea of it. Who was saying that they had that? Was that you, Pips, that was saying that? Or was that Chevy? Better than nothing, totally. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that they're doing this. It is better than nothing. I'm not sure it's strong enough. I think that they would be better off doing something like they did a couple of seasons ago when they had the delay. I think that was between year 6, season 1 and 2, where they had a delay and they did the throwback events. That was clever. That was clever. It allows you to get, there was a guaranteed shot, if I remember right, it was a guaranteed shot at specific exotics. So they were easier to farm. So if you needed the St. Elmo's, it was a 100% chance of getting it if you played this one mission. That's awesome idea. Yeah, Pips was saying that. Do you know what it was from, Pipster? Can't. Pips was saying he had that issue too. Okay, I can turn on my air conditioning again. Sorry, hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know if it gets annoying. Dealing with the muggy day, folks. What's the weekly project? Might have been DOA this week, huh? Let me do that. Because we're going to try to cycle through all these builds that we created. So, legendary. To see accumulated tech points, I think you do. Yeah.
Big selection. That's what I've got.
I don't recall seeing them in my menu.
Detected. Nearby location.
No, you're not losing anything. No, absolutely not worth running. Good question. Like to be honest with me, it sort of frustrates me to see new players play legendary. You know, when I see like watch over like 13 come play legendary, it's a lot of confidence. This is a hard game. This is a hard game.
You have been promoted to group leader.
You know, and heroic is hard enough. I come from mission diversity. From that perspective, I could see it, but from a loot quality, no way. No way. I mean, I don't farm legendary at all. I mean, I delete everything. I mean, when I'm farming, I usually farm heroic. So, what up, Tanky? Testing builds, bro.
Got your objective.
I'm gonna be getting some
stand in your way.
gameplay footage for the builds we created for the Climax.
An Another agent has joined your group.
Had enough of standing around.
Yeah, no, don't feel pressure. Don't even feel pressure to go into heroic. This is a negotiator's build.
Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Where's that guy?
Another agent is now in your group.
He plays so deep in this game, though, huh?
An agent needs assistance.
Big mag is nice. Not used to having 70 rounds anymore. Zool! No problem, man. Anytime, anything. Anything I could do to help. Waiting for my drone to come back real quick. Clear. Good balance of team here. I can't tell if he's running some Eclipse or a regular skill build because I didn't see the spread. Hardwired.
Contact.
Oh, you fucker.
Vital signs critical.
Their garter belt? They don't wear garter belts in America. I don't know where you're from. Judging by your accent. You must be English. Good team. See, a couple of those guys only got 800 watches. Good job. Good stuff. Pips! Where did you come from, Pipster? Blessed be. Blessed be. I'm so excited you're here. Fucker. That sniper was there. So before I go out there, I just kind of do a quick scan sometimes to see if any of them have a black mark over their head. Because if they do, they'll disable your shield and crumble. All right, you passed the test, Pips. I was watching you. You go down the stairs. That's the test. So you know you've made it into Division 2 when you can go down the stairs. Yeah, that's a good one, Ham. Adding that goal in really helps step up that that status effect. I'm liking ongoing directive right now too because of that. You know, I like RPMs. Who doesn't, right? I actually prefer, like, not that they're exactly the same, but like if I had to choose, it'd be not just Striker because of its power, but because of the RPM. But also Umbra for the same reasons, you know. But because of the RPM lift we're getting from the bonuses, modifiers, it feels really good. It's nice to have both, you know. I think we'll be able to mod that a little bit next season, like if we put on measured with Sadist and run the new mask. Oh, Kent, you're in the US? I didn't care. I thought you weren't. Sorry, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. I have a bad memory sometimes. That's just Tux being racist. That's gonna be double reloading, dicks. I had a full mag and he reloaded again after that tuck and roll. Oh, he fucking healed up. God damn. The heals are way too powerful. It just doesn't even make sense. Look at that. Jeez, I only had to kill him 3 times. Those Seekers are hitting hard. I'm not usually a big fan, but I noticed them in this round. Seekers are, for me, they look cooler than they are. Back, tell some friends. Right on, class. Classy's back. shield would be nice.
System restored.
That's exactly right. Oh, yep, back was in. Oh.
Agent
See
down.
it. You see how you just turn into Swiss cheese real fucking fast? The reason why is because they take apart your invulnerable shield. And it happens real fast. They just need to hit you once or twice, and boom, it's just enough to take you out of tier 5 and into that'll take off your overcharge, and that's all that needs to happen because I am not running any armor. So doing good, man. It's been a good season. I've been liking the season. Yeah, so I'm playing more this season than last season. Last season I played the full thing. The season before was the painful one, man. Fuck. Dude. Go. We'll do that. Fuck.
Vital signs
Oh, where
critical.
those guys come from? Fuck.
Agent incapacitated.
He must have been delayed on the drop. Thank you, sir.
An agent needs assistance.
Fucking bro. How did he do that? Magic. Somehow got his pulse off. I think that was his backpack, right? Yeah. All heads down. Just get that head. Good job. My little Hercules. Okay, we'll switch to the next build. I just want to see how these numbers turned out. "97 kills, good job." All right. Pips, holding it down. All right, let's
An agent is no longer in your group.
head to a safe house, restock. Could try a different mission too. So we'll do the ongoing run next, and then we had this one. And I think for this one, I'll showcase, well, you know what? It's okay to have the same weapon on both. To say, because this is more of a group-orientated one anyways.
Black Tusk took the antivirals to their stronghold at Tidal Basin and are planning to move them to a more secure location. We need you to recover them before that happens. We've ID'd a weak point in the perimeter of the base that should get you inside. We'll have a helo on standby to extract the antivirals once you secure them.
You got caught up in the season already? Classified? Damn. That was a lot of bounties and random activities, huh?
Danger.
You've got your objective.
The scouts?
Don't let
They're
anything stand in
tedious.
your way.
It's the same old, same old. But when they put you in a shitty zone. We don't have to finish these all the way, Pips. So, you know, I just need some good footage of a brawl. How the build performs. But it would be helpful to... they're okay. They're okay. That's the first build I ran with them, and they work, but I think they work a little bit better when you have something that's a little bit more overpowered, like Striker, or any of the sniper builds.
Serious trauma detected.
The fuck?
Agent down. Agent killed.
By who? What? Look at these guys. 2 more guys under 1,000. Wow. That Chunga's gonna be hard to kill. He's got all that jacked up juice.
Agent down.
Thank you, sir. You're my hero, bro.
An agent needs assistance.
Not gonna be able to kill him. finally. Chasing me down. It's the Scorpio. Wouldn't it be cool to get the bighorn in the entryway? Mission accomplished that way.
Vital signs critical.
God, infinite drones are coming out like crazy. Getting hit with everything.
Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed.
That sniper. Trying to get that fucking healer dude not dying. Spend all day on it. Thank you. That drone might operate on. Didn't take long for the audio to screw up again. Oh wait, that's a new feature. It's not a bug. Pips, how do you run with that long cape? Somebody get me out of this suit! Can't see in this thing. I'm sweating like a hog. NGN, what's good, brother? Shout out to NGN. Make sure you give him a follow. Sick, can you drop NGN's link? Sick Jim, can you drop his link? Because I don't think he'll be able to do it. Appreciate that, homie. Do it myself, of course. A little busy killing chungus.
An agent needs assistance.
Oh,
Serious
that
trauma
was my bad.
detected.
I knew that was a bad spot.
Agent out
I
of
don't know what I was
action.
doing.
Agent deceased.
Chungas are ruthless when they got that frenzy on.
Agent down.
Remember, they get the RPM lift on top of their crazy heals. It's an armor per second heal, so the stronger they are, the harder it is to bring them down. I mean, the higher their armor value, the harder it is to bring them down. Need to crank up that DPS.
An agent needs assistance.
Decro's my hero. It's from San Fran. Thanks, Decro. Decro for the win.
Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye out.
I appreciate you. Thanks, Grumps. I like to focus on these guys on the right. God, that reload is so fast. Right, clear. Good job. Just make it look like we know what we're doing. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you could be kicking butt and the tide turns on you too. Happens a lot. I like it so much better with modifiers. It just makes it flow better. Makes it more interesting. Makes it feel the difficulty feel about right too. Because legendary can be annoying hard sometimes. And the funny thing is that it feels like the modifiers balance it out in a good way, you know? They like, it brings it in balance, not, I don't feel like it makes us overpowered because you're still a serious threat. Just puts us more in range. But then there's something else that gets in your way, like an audio, an audio bug. Oh fuck! Just so I was getting my heal down.
Agent down.
Deck row again. This dude all day.
Immediate medical
Damn,
assistance
those heals are
needed.
good though. Oh, until the last one.
killed.
Fuck! We got crushed there. Like every explosive they had. That's what I was saying. Like the tide can turn. It's a lot of pressure, Pips. Oh,
An agent needs
good
assistance.
job. Damn. Coming in with the clutch, huh? Clutch move, bro.
Agent down.
She does not want to die.
Serious trauma
God.
detected.
She's been here all fucking day. God.
Agent out of action. Agent killed.
And he finished me. God damn it. I wonder what build is wearing. Oh, that's scary. He doesn't have the DPS. But he's got an infinite heal thing, I think is how that works, right? Yeah, he's got it. Good job, bro. He's a little bit of a hero, huh?
An agent needs assistance.
not feel strong.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Yeah, it's like I'm not putting out any fucking damage. We're all red with Wicked too. Oh no. That's helpful having that guy with his revive vibe, though. It really is. Fudge.
Serious trauma detected.
Be done with you. This was scary. Shout out to Decro though, man. Don't judge a agent by his watch size. You know what I mean? Just don't. Little 850. I mean, he played it out as if he's been playing this game for a really long time. He probably is a returning agent. Oops. Heck out of the way first. Get pinned down. Disable. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's like having a third skill, you know? What's that noise? It's that fucking little tank way the fuck back there. Great software on that dude, huh? Good firmware. We're shooting half those bullets at a big ass block.
Vital signs critical.
Wow.
Agent down. Serious trauma detected.
Pips, why do you look like you came right out of a Matrix flick cosplay?
Immediate medical assistance
the heat.
needed.
There's a lot of drones. There's like 6 of them at a time. More. This one does take stamina, man. My fingers will cramp up. I've died at this stage before. Down to the last couple of dudes. Whole team wiped.
Vital signs critical.
Clear. It's a DPS with status effects as a form of support, but it's pure DPS. So it's ongoing directive. But yeah, it's got a status effect that gives you amplified damage through hollow point ammo, and then the weapon's got status effects. So you build stacks, and then you can trigger a variety of status effects. It's pretty cool. It's called the Blue Screen Exotic LMG. So yeah, you build stacks and then you trigger the stacks either by killing a target or by interacting with any of your skills. So it gives you an on-demand stagger, basically. There's some other status effects, but stagger's the big one. It's like all the enemies run into a wall. So they had that red mark on their head. There's 2 red marks, but one of those, the one with the circle, is the stagger. So I staggered them right there. So that was a disrupt. There's multiple status effects that can happen at the same time depending on how many stacks you have. So I did it again. And so it allows you to control the crowd.
Serious trauma detected.
So I try to mark as many targets as possible when I'm ready with that stagger. Or when I kill somebody, all those marked targets get that effect. So right here, when I interact with my heal, it turned that status effect on. And then the build, when I kill an enemy with a status effect, I get special ammo. So you have that little vicious cycle going. A gear set. So yeah, they got all sorts of little status effects on them. Make it rain. Yeah, good team support build. It'd be cool, like, to do a showcase of us running all the team support builds in one run. So that'd be like True Patriot, Negotiators, Ongoing Directive. I mean, there's a lot more. Depends on what you want to take from there. It can be, but those are the originals. Eclipse would be the other one outside of that. You could also run Ortiz. Refactor. That would be the one. That'd be a cool, ooh, that'd be a cool team. Because Refactor's the latest edition and it's hell of helpful, right? Just healing you at the same time as killing things. Way rather to have that than just the regular healer build. Because their skills are doing decoy action also, which a healer can't do. It is a game changer. I really like it. It's not the strongest skill build of the lot, but it's got enough power to do what you need it to do, including solo. Sit down, son. Yeah, exactly. Sit down. Get back. You don't know me like that. Yeah, that'd be fun. We should run that one day. That's set up. See how it goes. because True Patriot would be buffing everybody, and so would ongoing directive, and then negotiators multi-killing, and then the skill build is killing and healing. I mean, that'd be fucking also picking up the same buffs, right? Be an interesting combo. Old school, for the most part. A little bit of old, a little bit of new. So a little bit of a spoiler here, but not a big one. Did you guys see the Black Tusk blimp? Yeah, so there's a Black Tusk blimp, like mega blimp. Like, you know how like in World War I they used to use blimps on the battlefield? I like how Black Tusk thinks with their equipment. You know what? We're not going to use a big old ship. We're going to use a fucking hovercraft, because hovercrafts are fucking cool. I mean, look at the size of this fucking hovercraft. Who makes triple XXL hovercrafts out there? Is that made in China? The bad year blimp. Haha, totally.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Launching off grenades inside your own ship. Oh,
Vital signs critical.
watch your butts, watch your butts. This guy works out. Yeah, I'm 350 pounds and I was on the track team. Shot put, right? Nope. 50-yard dash. God damn, boy. I know I can shoot you. Come here. Okay, here we go. Torture time. I'm pretty sure it was the Tusk banger. Aliens? Aliens or Black Tusk Chungus? Black Test Chungus built the pyramids. That'd be a funny little meme. Or Bigfoots. Is that everybody? Yep, when you come to this channel, when you watch this stream, yeah, we're gonna be talking about Bigfoots from time to time. Deal with it. Yeah, he's definitely on the side of paranormal, no doubt. The way he talks. Got hit hard.
Medical assistance needed. Agents out of action.
I just took a perfect fucking explosion on my head.
An agent needs assistance. Serious trauma detected. Agent killed.
Pain in my ass. What's a knot deer? No, it was the Anunnaki. We all know it was the Anunnaki.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Punch is hurt. Oh,
Agent down.
damn!
Agent down.
Dude's got an angle. Oh, okay.
Science critical.
Fuck.
Agent vital signs 0.
Oh, those frenzy dudes are tough.
An agent needs assistance.
So fast. La chupacabra. La cabra de chupa.
Agent down.
They're so angry. Shit, wrong side, fucker. Ah, god damn it.
Agent out of action. Agent deceased.
I'm on the wrong side of that fucking barrier. Yeah, it is brutal with the fucking LMG, to be honest with you. It's just not bursty enough, like, for me to be shooting at the weak points and the optics. I feel like you need a lot of bursting.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Fuck,
Agent
I mean,
down.
damn. Felt like I got out of that. Splash damage, man. I'm super red here too, man. Like, I got a couple of protection from leaks, which does help in this section, but no armor not helping me right now.
Agent deceased.
Motherfucker. Yeah, no status. Yeah. Thanks, Pipsy.
An agent needs assistance. Serious trauma detected.
God damn, man.
Agent
Can't see on my fucking
incapacitated.
feet. They are
Agent vital
everywhere.
signs 0. Agent down.
They're like, them being on crack is not helping, you know what I mean? They're so fast. We came in here with the modifiers before and struggled, and then we all switched to, or at least some of us did, switch to Refactor, and then it was like, we coasted through it. I might have to do that. Of course, I don't have my fucking assault rifle here. Looks like we're going with that one. Where's that other refactor? Oh, I don't have a fucking refactor here. The refactor glove isn't here. God damn it. I have to run the ninja bite. Then what? Policy. Press. No, that's a jacked up medic back there.
Enemy taking fire!
You know what would be cool are those call them the secret mines that riot phone people. Remember those from Iron Horse? Shock at first. These drones, these secret mines are hitting pretty good. I see them hitting hard, taking things out. Target-rich environment, I guess, huh? I feel like when I run those things, the enemies are always moving and then they end up missing. Somebody's doing a good job with the right one, too.
An agent needs assistance.
It's getting foggy. Fog's rolling in, folks. Same with some chungas. Wyvern, you son of a bitch. Wyvern's ego fucked it all up, didn't it? Black Tusk could have been in charge and she just would have held her. Retreated like she was supposed to.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Nice. It only took a little change over to Refactor. Double crit chain killer. Wow. GG's, Pips.
An agent has left your group.
All right, Pips, we got one more. If you're down. So, well, let's just head back to the base because we gotta ammo up and shit. So technically it's this one, but I'm having second thoughts about it right now. The other build, so this would be the third build, and then there's an assault rifle. We already showed the assault rifle build, but there's a chameleon striker setup. I don't know if I really need to showcase that. And then there's the refactor setup. I don't really need to showcase that. Yeah, we'll run this one. What mission should we do? Maybe one that's not as long. I feel like we need more legendaries. Let me change my deal here. All right. No problem. I don't feel like doing the zoo too long. Don't really feel like doing Roosevelt Island either. The boss fights kind of drags out on that one. Let's just do this, because at least it'll go quick. because I mean I wouldn't mind like doing Roosevelt Island and just not finish, but I don't want to leave other players hanging. What up, Kingdom? Really, you know, the best, a really easy XP farm would probably be running a hotshot build with those turmoil knee pads if you have them,
Another agent is
and whatever
now in
sniper
your
you feel
group.
like it. You know, with determined, and just take those control points, man. Just clear everything out. Put on your modifiers. That's what I would do. All right. You know what I'm saying? Here's a quick, take a screenshot if you can. I'll show you the build that I run. If I still have it. Yeah. So that's the build that I run. Use whatever sniper you feel like, though. I was just showcasing the hand basket. Which is good enough.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Okay, so we're DPS. But we have a little bit less support, more towards us kind of damage.
Agent down.
This fucker. Yeah, I do like the hive because it is another point of interaction. Like I said, this one's about forced interaction with
Another
the
agent
skill.
has joined your group.
That's why we're not running the drone. Instead, we're running the pulse.
An agent needs assistance.
Go, Pippi. Clean. Their bonus armor. Good. We're supporting the team a couple different ways. Pretty cool. So we got the booster hive, which gives them hazard protection and weapon handling. And then we got this status effects used with the weapon, which is also giving us stacks for our Heartbreaker. Also the benefit of it.
Agent down. An agent needs assistance.
Oh, top zombie guy hit by that backpack. Hate that. Welcome to the nut squeeze. Ooh, sounds nice. Oh, no bomb. Sorry, I just got that kingdom. No, yeah, I'm not playing Hollywood this week. I tried, I played, I logged in and played a little bit with it, and I was like, I just feel bored with it. Just farming for hours, red stars, just, I don't know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. There's so much other things I'm working on. I would like to have done, you know, one of the simple introduction videos. But I was just working on a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, regardless, I like to do an introduction video because there's always new players that don't know much. Or even if the events are there, you know. People don't realize you have to go to the back part of your menu. Or don't notice the little symbol up top, right there. They're like, there's something going on. Like, yep. Yeah, it's fun for 5 seconds. I tinkered around with some creative builds and then put on some normal builds, even the strong ones, and I was like, this is fucking boring. I mean, it's been like that with all the global events, not just this one. since modifiers have been out, I'd rather play with the modifiers. Yeah, we farmed the shit out of those events, didn't we, back in the day? Man, we used to farm those events. The only thing to look forward to. And then they made it so that they would run for 2 weeks. We used to play them. There was a couple of seasons we used to run them for 2 weeks. It was a little much. But probably good for those that don't get a lot of hours into the game. You know, like the weekend players. Probably appreciated that. And then buffed into stupid Oblivion. Yeah. I mean, you know it's crazy when even the modifiers feel better than Golden Bullet. That's crazy. But at least it's there for new players who are looking for caches, you know? So at least it's an option. Because they're not tired of it, right?
We're in contact.
But it would be something I hope that they put on their future list to rework those so that they could somehow integrate. Because it is a shame to miss out on it. I mean, because I want the caches. I don't need the caches, but I want them. Got very big boys though. I mean, but you know what's weird is like, I mean, I've played District Union Arena more than I've played any of those fucking events, and I don't get bored of this mission too much. I mean, I'm not super excited to play it, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm more entertained than playing Hollywood, the Hollywood event. I mean, you know how many times I've played this fucking mission? Jesus. You know? Not District Union again. I know. It's, I don't know about it. It's got a little bit of everything, I guess that's why. Yeah, Tone, it's this mask that's the magic, the Night Watcher. Gives you that scanner pulse haste, and then it opens up your weapon. And because of the weapon, you want to be interacting with your skill. So this skill cooldown is, what is it? Every 8.8 seconds, so every 9 seconds. And that means I want to build as many stacks up in 9 seconds, interact with that skill, stagger everybody, pulse everybody. Go out, build more stacks, do it over and over again.
An agent needs assistance.
This mess is in pieces.
Fuck you, dude. God, he got undercover so fast. Some big watches here, huh? Top zombie, 15,000. Pits at 12K. The fugitive Pipocho? I don't know what Pipocho means. Pipocho. No idea what that means. Makeup words over there. My wife speaks perfect Spanish, and I asked her, I'm like, what is, like, something like that, pipocho mean? She's like, I don't fucking know.
System back online.
Some of these make their own, they got their colloquialism. Colloquial
Agent down.
tag words. Well, it's MEX, so I figure it's Mexican. There's one big clan in Mexico, and it's MEX. Haven't you noticed that? Like, how many people are in that clan? Plan B recruiting. Breaks. Got some good weapon ammo on this thing now. Stagger. Clear. Good, good. Profit.
An agent is no longer in your group.
Wow, Pips. Damn, bro. You stole my kills, man. Good job. 20 minutes, 21. Who are you running that one? Cheater. I knew it. I just knew it. You're not running the turmoils on those? That's a good build for turmoil. Well, we did it, folks. We got through 3 of them. I'm not going to showcase the last 2. I think I got the data we need. I just, need the footage for the video. I'll try to get it to you ASAP. I'm hoping for tomorrow, but I already got a bunch in production. So I think maybe on Sunday morning. But yeah, it's going to be a big, crazy week next week. Lots to do. I'm going to roll out right now. Oh, what up, Reaper? How long have you been there? Smooth Papa, what's up? Catching me at the tail end here. I'm doing kind of a shorter stream because I got a lot of editing to do. It's crazy times out there in the gaming world. Good stuff. Good stuff.
An agent has left your group.
All right, everybody. I'll catch you a little bit later. Probably tomorrow.